Hello bearable traders, this is Robert the Robot. I would like to do a Hey guys, Robert H here. Just gonna do a quick recap of my day. It's pretty trash. The market lately has been really trash. I'm not sure if it's just me or everyone else. The watch list is the same stocks over and over. We trade MU, AMD, CGC, and throw in a couple random Chinese tech stocks like NIO or PDD. And that's basically our watch list every day. Volatility, it's there, but it's not predictable. No clean moves really. Sometimes you get some orbs, other times things are just chopping around. Just look at this chart in the 5 minutes here. Before we do that, I just want to go into some stats here. So I did some analysis on my trading the past I think a little over 3 months here. And I just wanted to see, on my days, I have basically 4 categories. I have a goal day where I hit 2% of my account. I have a green not goal where I stopped before goal, just no setups or whatever at the time of day. I have red not max loss, just packed it up, called it a day. And then I have max loss where I lose 2% of my account. I used to lose much more than 2% of my account, as you can see here, until I implemented the DAS risk control. Anyways, so I split my days up into 4 categories, and I was curious to see, how many trades a day am I taking on these different these 4 outcomes, right? These different daily results. So when I was hitting max loss, my average number of trades is 8.3. Red not max, 5. Green not goal, 3.4. And goal was 2.8. So obviously the data is telling me that the less I trade, the better I'm off. And usually that's because the one and done days. That's why I really like to be patient. I just want to catch the one trade, hit goal, and be done with it, right? Or maybe 2 small winners and then just be done with it. I don't want to get into the 5, 6, 7, 8 trade range or some of these ridiculous 13, 18 day trade ranges, right? So anyways, AMD, let's get to the recap. I'm going to come back to this data in a second. AMD, it used to be tradable last week when it was in this vicinity here, and now it's kind of just turned to garbage. I think it's really unpredictable. Look at this chop, can't even get an orb to the upside, maybe. I got fooled again. I thought this was an ABCD, got in right here, and then it collapsed on me, stopped out. So that was a pretty, it was a decent sized loser. First trade of the day, not how you want to start a Friday. Anyways, it lost the VWAP and then caught support here, and it was so many moving averages. Right? I didn't want to trade this stuff while it was inside of all these moving averages. So I waited it to poke its head above. This was a bit early now that I look back on this retrospect. Take a look at the 1 minute chart. I got in on a little, look to be a flag. Sometimes the flags will do that and go. Sometimes you preempt it and you're in too early to go like that. Got in on that, was able to get half off, and then the rest at break even. Was that half or a third? No, I don't remember. Anyways, the rest at break even. And then I saw, okay, so this is now some sort of a consolidation flag. And it's holding support on the 1 minute chart. It's gotten above everything, this cluster. 15's looking good. It's gotten above all this garbage here. And I was able to catch this pop here. This time I took more off. I took off probably 80, 90% up here because I said, okay, this thing's getting choppy. I just want to pack it up, right? And then the rest out at break even here. So small green, nothing spectacular. But I decided to stop after this because it was clearly not tradable, as you can see, right? And I just missed the old AMD. But what I'm noticing now is that sometime around lunch or something, maybe when the traders leave, it starts trending. It starts trending, and it can be really clean after this garbage. So maybe the algos, maybe they've decided to join forces and then just drive it up. Who knows? The volume stays somewhat consistent. And the old AMD, when it was sub 20, right, it was really algo driven. You were lucky to get 10, 20 cent moves, right? The new AMD, this plus 30 AMD, the moves are big. I'm not taking this thing 2x size or 1.5x size. I'm just taking it 1-to-1, and I'm try to stay clear of the garbage here, this area. But this was a nice little $1. I guess it's over $1 now, maybe. Yeah, about a $1 run. This would have been a decent entry here. I called this one in the chat, didn't take it myself. Just because we're so far from VWAP Friday afternoon. Don't want to give it all back. Anyways, garbage recap, garbage trade, small green. Let's go back to the data, right? So once I did this analysis here, right, I figured out, okay, obviously over trading on the red days. I did this analysis here. I did a scatter plot, right? So what was my P&L percentage-wise versus the number of trades I took on that day, right? So this is the scatter plot, and then I just drew a simple linear regression. I don't know if this is really applicable, maybe a logarithmic scale or whatever, but I found the intersection point here at the 0% mark, which is basically here, right? At the 5 trade mark. So I want to stay in this quadrant. I want to stay here. Above, I want to be at least break even, and I want to take less than 5 trades, right? As the data shows, this is where I'm green, right? Anything over 5, it's the probability of going red is quite high, right? So I want to stay in this cluster. That's where I want my days to end. And then I went one level deeper. I said, okay, so I know 5 seems to be some sort of number. What happens when I trade over 5 or more than 5 trades, right? 6 and above. Well, a third of the times I'm hitting max loss. That's huge. 18% of the time I'm hitting goal. So I'm 2 times more likely to hit max loss than goal when I go over 5 trades. And that's scary, but not just that. Another third of the time I'm just red, right? So this green not goal is 1/8. And this, combine these two areas, is 70%. 70% of the time I go over 5 trades, I'm just losing money. And of half those times, I'm hitting max loss. So I'm not trading past 5 trades anymore. Today I took 4 trades, 3 on AMD and a little break-even trade on some other garbage stock. And I'm just packing it up. I think really this is critical information, vital information that every day trader needs to know. What's their sweet spot, right? And it really depends on your style. Some people are, maybe they hit goal average 7, 8 trades. Some people fewer trades. It really depends. And I think this is it's really eye-opening, really good insight, and it's only going to help improve my trading because now I know I'm staying in this quadrant, and statistically that's where I'm doing my best. Anyways, that's the recap. Hope everyone has a good weekend. Thanks for watching.